And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Bruins to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, just about ready for baseball. And on the hill, John Means.
Well, Boog, maybe a little pedestrian there in terms of the ERA, but with those numbers, you expect to be in a ball game and have an opportunity to win. And really, that's all his teammates can ask for. So we'll see if he's able to be consistent in this one.
Ready to go? And stepping in for the Astros, Jose Altuve. Next offering is in for a strike. That one out to right. Brennan makes the catch for the out. One up, one down. Now we check out the Astros lineup. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris, so we'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Boogie, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get runners on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes. You get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
Mauricio Dubon, the next to hit, takes ball one. One down, base is empty. Fouled off left side. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Hitless in this series. Runner on the move. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Just couldn't catch up on the low 90s fastball right there, and that's a result of a good job of changing speeds. Off-speed pitch on the one before, then sped him up. Pitchers that don't throw real hard have to rely on location and mix it up to speeds. That wasn't the best location with the fastball, but clearly that wasn't the pitch he was looking for at the plate either.
In the dirt. 0-2 now, and that just misses.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the third and final game of the series.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And it remains 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just...
And he got him. Strike three, and that'll retire the side. So the Astros lead one, and now the Guardians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Cleveland Guardians baseball on the show, Ohio. Back here in Cleveland. And the right-hander with the good curveball, Lance McCullers Jr. What do we need to know here?
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
Stephen Kwan leading things off and takes a strike. That one misses, and the count is 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Righty delivers. And a swing and a miss. And there's one down.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a pop-up foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Way inside, and that hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's Jose Ramirez with 3 hits on the series, and 1 of them a homer. Uh-oh. Back-to-back batters hit by a pitch now. And up next for Cleveland, Carlos Santana, 4th in the American League in batting average this year. In the dirt, blocked. No advance, good job behind the dish.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
That misses.
No, that's out.
And it's a ball and a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Two on, 1 out. In the air, left field, down the line, and it drops in. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Throw is offline, and he scores. And it's 1-0.
Now that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
Now it's the DH, David Fry. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. There's a strike.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Dubon gets it to first. Runner scores, though. That's a little insurance, and the lead is 2. Bo Naylor at the plate now. Chris, he's definitely going to finish the year with a new career high in homers. We just don't know how many he's going to hit quite yet.
1 ball, no strike.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. Two outs. And downstairs.
Nope, ball.
On the ground to the left, Pena tosses to first, inning over, and it could have been worse. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field. It's the Guardians 2 and the Astros 0. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Ah, that hit him.
He's hit.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Isaac Paredes now at the plate. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball one. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. He's got it. One down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Jeremy Pena in the box now. No balls and a strike. Outside low, and it's 1-1. Freddie Ferguson behind the dish, calling the balls and strikes. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Chas McCormick in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next offering upstairs. Ground ball up the middle, and no one can get there. Coming home. Safe at second. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Guardians 2 and the Astros nothing. Back now at Progressive Field. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the center fielder, Lane Thomas. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. That misses the zone. 2-1. That's in there.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
And now it's filled up.
That's a great take. Tried to get him to chase just outside the zone, but he wouldn't offer.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Daniel Schneemann, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
1 strike.
Thomas on at first, nobody out. And that's off
inside.
The inside edge. And it's 1-2. And a ground ball to first, and it finds its way through for a hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Ryan Rocchio now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And a foul ball. First and second, no outs. Bottom half of inning number 2. Oh, right to the backstop. Both runners move up, 2 in scoring position now, and that takes away the double play.
Well, Boog, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is, and that wild pitch is going to make things even tougher. 2 men in the scoring position now, still with nobody out, so this really becomes a strikeout situation on the mound. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Squirts away a little bit.
It's 0-1.
Well done behind the dish. The 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that'll make you smile out there on the mound, or maybe pump out your chest a little bit farther. That's about as good of a backdoor curveball as you'll ever see. Right on the black, and not surprisingly, just locked him up in the box.
Bounced out to short. Pena on the run, sends it over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Guardians strand a couple. They're up 2-0. Welcome back, and struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. Means back to work. That one fouled off. That one not close. 1-1. And that's in there at the knees. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a ball popped up. Santana nabs it, and there's one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. Flied to right his first time. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Altuve hitting leadoff in today's game. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Next offering is in for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. 1 out, bases empty. That just misses. Now 2-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished little up and in just on the edge.
We got a full
And
count.
that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Fly ball to right. Brings it in for the third out. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Guardians 2 and the Astros nothing. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Jose Ramirez.
And that
1-0.
skips in the dirt. Hit on the ground to the right side. Dubon. And Ramirez is set down.
Now batting first baseman, Carlos Santana.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Carlos Santana. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0 balls, 1 strike. Strike 2.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking
0-2.
ball today.
And that one missing
1-2.
inside a sharp slider. Almost got him.
2-2. Counts full.
To third, Paredes. Tosses to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Now batting designated hitter,
David Fry, the next to hit.
Fry.
And that's in the
1-0.
dirt.
Starts him with a breaking ball, but that's a pitch he's really comfortable hitting. You can't rely on breaking stuff to be automatic out pitches against him.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
1-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly
2-1.
difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
That one ripped. Myers pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Guardians fail to score, but they hold the 2-0 lead. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. In the air, left field, down the line. Kwan makes a nice running catch. And here's the first baseman, Christian Walker. Inside corner for a strike. 0-1. And that one is inside ball 1. The Astros
1-1.
trailing by 2. Top half of inning number 4. And a foul ball. He stays alive. One down, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. Good eye in that
Outside
spot.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So he battled through a long at-bat and earned himself a hit. And next to hit for Houston, Yainer Diaz. Into center. Thomas flying after this one. Pulls it in on the run. 2 down.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
They take the force out, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Guardians 2 and the Astros nothing. Here in Cleveland, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Bo Naylor. Fouled off to the right.
You know, these Guardians showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That one misses in the dirt.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Guardians, center fielder.
Here's Lane Thomas. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Pitch misses. 1-0. Right through there for a strike. Sliced hard but foul. Ground ball left side, could be 2. On the second, they get 1. How about that double play?
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Now batting, second baseman,
Daniel Schneemann digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Myers moving under this one. Makes the catch. And that is that. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. That clips the zone. That's strike 1.
Well, these Astros, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Outside.
Misses outside. 2-1.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Tap back to the mound. In plenty of time to first. 1 away here in the 5th.
Now batting, right fielder,
Chas McCormick up next for the Astros. A single his first time. Fouled off down the right side. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Jake Myers up next for the Astros. First offering, and it
That's
just
up.
misses.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
That one finds the zone, and now it's even 1-1. That one
That's the
missing
ball.
inside. That one fouled off, 2-2.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They trail it here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Brian Rocchio. The shortstop takes the ball. The Astros have some action in their pen. Sean Dubin appears to be getting loose. Scott also getting ready. McCullers winds, fires. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. Little slider action.
Check
Right
swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 and 2's the count. 2-2.
That misses
Ball
the
count.
zone. Ball 3. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. McCullers gets the hook, and they trail as he exits, but he kept them close. A new arm will be on the mound after the break. Sean Dubin gets the ball now.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And here is Stephen Kwan. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away, if you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Walker feeds to second, out there. Back to first, double play. 3-6-3, nicely done.
For me, that's one of the
Toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
And now the right fielder, Will Brennan. He's 0 for 1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and it's foul. That one away
1 ball, 2
inside.
strikes.
Into left center for a base hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. And first offering is fouled off. Brennan, the runner at first with 2 gone. throws a rocket into the outfield. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
All over that one right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And now here is Carlos Santana. Swinging a foul straight back. Two outs, two in scoring position. Last half of inning number 5.
1-2.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Outside
Ball.
low, and that's ball 2.
2-2. Full count.
David Fry on deck for the Guardians. Inside and
That
hit
hit
him.
him. Take your base.
And now the bases are loaded.
Up next for the Guardians.
Stepping up for the Guardians, David Fry.
We just might be talking about this at bat in our post-game wrap. He's proven he can drive in runs in these spots.
And a swing and a miss.
Oh,
No
he's so
balls,
good
one
about
strike.
trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Fouled off. He was late. 2 outs. Bases are full. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Jose Altuve.
Means back to work. And there's the strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
That just
No, that
misses.
missed.
And 1-1. That one
That's
missed.
the ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. It's 2-2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. In the dirt,
Full count.
and it's 3-2. That one misses.
Take your base.
So a
Ball
leadoff
4.
walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's Mauricio Dubon, manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. That's as far as John Means will go. He exits with the lead and gave them a really nice performance. New pitcher on the bump when we get back.
Now pitching
So
for
out of the pen
Guardians.
comes the right-hander, Trevor
Number
Steffen.
37.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later
Yeah,
innings.
what?
There's the strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Fires to second for 1. Out of Santana, 2.
Hey, they played the matchup right there. Worked out perfectly. Got the ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Now the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez. That's in there. It's 0-1. Alvarez, in his 7th season, 27 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year.
That's a ball.
And there's a ball.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
1-2.
2 down, nobody on. And the slider
that's
just
down.
misses.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Santana. And they put the tag on him for the out. So they go quietly there. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Guardians 2 and the Astros nothing.
Now pitching for
Back
Houston.
now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Taylor Scott.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Stepping in, Bo Naylor. Up the middle, dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they don't get the out.
Now batting.
Here's Lane Thomas now, having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. Out to short, Pena. He's in there. First and second, no outs. Schneemann getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. Swing and a foul out of play. Trying to move the runners over. Paredes. Now the throw to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
We don't see this very often anymore. Runner on first and second, sack bunt down to move him up, but he does a nice job, executes perfectly. We'll see if they can get a couple of runs across.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ryan Rocchio. He is struck out and he is walked. Rocketed out towards right center, and it looks like trouble. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and it's 4-0. A 2-run double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Great hands on that swing. Took the barrel right to the baseball, caught it out front, and ripped it into the gap. At that point, probably no question in his mind that he was going for 2. That's just a great feeling.
And the batter now, Stephen Kwan. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And first offering is fouled off. Ball 1 there.
1-1.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
Ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where pitchers would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Up next.
Now the number 2 hitter, Will Brennan.
Will Brennan.
And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Ground ball left side. Boots it. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
I think he got a little casual on that play and took it for granted a little bit. So maybe just as much of a mental mistake as a physical one. And with 2 outs, that's a tough one to swallow for the entire defense.
Ramirez
Ball,
in the box
high.
now as he leaves that one up high.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Next offering is fouled back. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in the bottom of the 6th. Cut on and lifted in the air. Pena sizes this one up, squeezes it, and that'll do it. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in Cleveland, and now Christian Walker. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Next pitch
Ball,
is
that's down.
downstairs. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Diaz stands in now and watches strike 1. Outside low, and a count even 1-1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Fastball for a strike. Inside 3-2 the count. The Astros down by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. That one the other way, and it's a foul ball. Tap softly third base side, a swinging bunt, and that's just foul. And down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
Paredes in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
Next offering misses down and away.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Two out, space is empty. Next offering upstairs. Struck him out swinging. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. Nothing doing there for Houston. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. The Astros turn to a new arm on the mound, Miguel Castro.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
And now, Carlos Santana. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Hey! 1 ball, 1 strike.
Castro deals. And there's a foul ball. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning. David Fry digs in for the Guardians.
David 5.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
You know, these Guardians,
0-1.
simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard
No balls,
contact.
2 strikes.
That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Way outside, straight to the backstop. Santana into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
To first, and one away in the bottom of the 7th. Down to second, gets back as he almost ran into another out there. And here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. And Naylor swings through that one.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That one ripped, but foul. Way
1 ball,
inside.
2 strikes. Two and 2.
Man at second. And that one gets past the catcher. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Ripped on the ground to second. Throw to first in time. And now the center fielder, Lane Thomas. Smoked on the ground to second. Dubon to first. And Thomas is out. Third out. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on. 8th inning coming up. It's the Guardians 5 and the Astros nothing. We're at the top of the 8th. At the plate, Jeremy Pena. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
It's 0-1.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Trevor Stephan is done, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Kane Smith gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Misses inside, and that is ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Just missed.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss at 96. Struck him out. 1 out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
1 down, base is empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Just missed.
That's the ball.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. In the air to left center. Thomas makes the grab, and that is that. Pitching change here, Brian King.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. And a quick out, number 1.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And here is Brian Rocchio. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark, but obviously out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
0-2.
The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 down.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter. It just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Kwan stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. So 2 down. Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. And first offering is fouled off. Kwan leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Here's a high chopper. On to first. That ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Through 8 full, it's the Guardians 5 and the Astros nothing. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tim Herron.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Altuve at the plate now. That's ball 1. Foul ball there.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
That's down and in. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
This one popped up. Schneemann brings it in, and there's 1 down. So next up for Houston, Mauricio Dubon. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Herron, the lefty who lights up the radar gun. He throws a slurve, a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a sinker.
Foul ball.
Base is empty, one away here in the top of the ninth. And that's downstairs and outside. Got him looking. And they're down to their last out.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Alvarez in the box with two gone and takes a look at a called strike. And ball one.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seemed to help. Never helped me.
The Astros down to their final strike. And a ball evens the count.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just
Count
misses
full.
with that one. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Nice sweep in this series, and you continue playing at home. Everything feels good right now. This is the type of run that you can put together a nice, long winning streak. We'll see if they're able to do it in the next game.
5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Are you in it?